am Theron, your Astro Vibe Coach, and I'm on here today to talk more about the midlife crisis and spiritual awakening. So this part one, I'm calling this part one. We're just going to discuss the effects of the transits. So we're just going to go over the generic effects. And then part 2, 3, and 4, I'm going to take each transit and I'm going to go through the houses for those transits. So it'll give a more personal insight on what each individual may be dealing with. So, of course, I'm not going to hold you up. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are returning, thank you for returning. Okay, so let's talk about it. To start off, we're going to start talking about Pluto square Pluto. This is usually our first signal that this transit, this midlife crisis is beginning to happen. So right now, Pluto is currently in Capricorn. So it is squaring those of us who have Pluto in Libra. Now, Pluto has been in Capricorn since 2008. So chances are, and right now it's in the late degrees of Capricorn. So those with the late degrees of Pluto in Libra are feeling the effects of this transit. So you're at the start, pretty much at the start of your midlife crisis. Pluto is the planet of transformation. Whatever sign it travels through, it will uproot and expose the shadow side. It burns down the outdated beliefs that were passed down through generations, and it headbutts into the outdated beliefs that we currently live with. People with this transit will start to break up and expose injustices and unfairnesses, to burn down old establishments, to create room for new ones. Think of social change, capitalism, patriarchy, those social constructs that are being challenged and burned down. A person would be prompted to dive into their own shadow work, to remove their blocks of, like I said, outdated belief systems, and usually what's been passed down to them. They're breaking free from that, and Pluto is here to support it. Next, we begin to experience, in the midlife crisis journey, Neptune will square Neptune. This is actually going to happen while you're dealing with the Pluto squaring Pluto. Yeah. So what Neptune is trying to do is, as you're burning things down and you're figuring out your own belief system, Neptune is making you ask yourself, what do I believe in? What don't I believe in? Do I believe in a God or deity? Or I don't believe in that at all. It's helping you develop your own spirituality, your own belief system, your own core of who you are as a spiritual being. So Neptune right now is in Pisces, in late degrees Pisces, and so it will be squaring someone with the late degrees Neptune in Sagittarius. So this is definitely broadening your mind, broadening your scope of the philosophies around religions, spirituality, and just, again, figuring out what it is that you believe in and really redefining that for yourself is on this, because you're remember, you're burning down one thing, and so this is going to help you develop your new belief system. So last but not least, Uranus, the planet of sudden change, comes in at the latter part of the midlife crisis / spiritual awakening. And those who right now who have in their natal chart Uranus in Scorpio are feeling the effects of an opposition with Uranus currently traveling through Taurus. Again, depending on where the degrees are. This aspect causes us to course correct. Uranus is about our individuality. It wants us to be who we are. So Uranus will will actually create situations and events that would break us out of the habit of being our old self. It wants us to reform. With the polarity of Scorpio and Taurus, there will be a shift with your self-worth. and your value system. So you will be like reanalyzing how, or I should say reforming how you interact with, how you maintain your self-worth as you are merging or sharing your life with someone else or not. But it's that decision of how I'm gonna hold my value while I enter into a union with someone else, like not losing yourself. There will be a shift in how you handle your resources, food, shelter, clothing, anything that sustains you or stabilizes you. There will be a shift in that. There will be motivation, like to maybe grow your own food, live off the grid, purchase from social conscious companies. All of those things will start to activate. You are realizing your empowerment. You begin to realize that you can create the life that you want, and it doesn't have to be dictated by society. So chances, like, boundaries will definitely change during this transit because you can't tolerate the old stuff anymore. So I hope this information was helpful to someone that's affected with these transits or not. Maybe it's something that's going to happen in the future and you're getting a little insight before that time comes. I will return with part 2, where I'm going to talk about the Pluto square Pluto through the houses. And check out the next one will be 3, would be the Neptune square Neptune. And then the 4th one would be the Uranus opposing Uranus. So click the like button, but make sure you subscribe so you won't miss the other parts as I drop them. And definitely leave a comment if you are experiencing these transits right now, and or which ones are you dealing with currently. I would love to know. If you would like a personal reading to see what's going on in your chart, my here and now reading is the perfect one for this. It can talk about what's going on right now. So if you think you're feeling any of this midlife stuff, we can like figure that out together with your chart. Or if you just having a bad season right now, you want to know what aspects might be causing it, this is the perfect reading for that. It's called the Here and Now, and it is in my the link it's in the description or in my bio. So all right, until next time, see you later.